Hello, this is Marc from My Keys to Music. Some of you may have been looking at or debating on getting the Nord music stand. This is a stand that attaches to your Nord keyboard and allows you to hold music, sheet music or fake books or any kind of book that you're reading music from. It can also hold your iPad, your iPhone, or any other electronic device that's thin in nature, like a tablet or something like that, so that you can have the option of positioning something there and potentially a lot better than a traditional music stand. It's affixed to the keyboard itself. It's purpose-built and made to work with Nord. It is a little bit on the pricey side, but all in all, I think you'll find that it's worth the money. So what you can do is you can take a look at the description below this video if you want to find out more. That is an Amazon affiliate link. If you do use that link, you don't pay any extra, but I do get a small commission if you actually purchase through that link. So that helps the channel and helps me and all that stuff. But with that said, let's take a look at my unboxing of this very quickly and also my quick review for those interested in learning more. Thanks for watching. But here we have the actual Nord music stand. So it comes in this protective plastic here, and this looks good. Okay, so the metal here that this stand comprised of reminds me a great deal of a traditional music stand that we used to use, let's say in elementary school or high school or even college, where you had, if you hear it at that same sort of metal. I would argue that this seems to be just a touch thinner than the metal that I remember as a kid growing up playing music stands, but there's a lot of different music stands, a lot of different thicknesses of metal, I'm sure, that was used. But I really like it. There's no sharp edges, so that's good. It's fairly smooth, very sturdy. You can hear it's definitely made of metal. These bottom things are plastic, and I'll get a close-up here in a second, followed by these metal support rods. And it looks like it's affixed to the stand in a really sturdy way. So let's go get a Nord keyboard and see about putting that in there. Okay, I have the Nord Electro 6. This is the 61 key. What I love about the new offering here with the Nord Electro in particular is that every Nord Electro model, whether you buy the 61 key or the 73 key versions, all three models have the ability to put a music stand in like this, using these support, these are basically plastic support stand holders. And I simply put in the stand just like so and push it down, and it's great. And look at the width on this. This is not your mother's music stand. This is, made for piano music stand. Let's go put this to the test. I've got something here I want to throw on here. Okay, I have a real book. This happens to be the real Christmas book, actually. So it's not your mother's sheet music either. This is the big stuff. Now, arguably, you could put two full-fledged real books on here and with no problem at all. So I really like the width. I like the sturdiness. As far as a music stand goes, I don't know if there's a good replacement for this. If there is, I'm not familiar with it, but yes, this was a bit pricey, but I can see now that there's absolute value behind this stand. As sturdy as it is, I just can't get over it. It's pretty darn sturdy. Really effective, in other words. You won't be disappointed with that. Let me get you a close-up here so you can see. I'll turn it around. Okay, here's what it looks like. Here's some music. So you can see it's plenty wide. And you get the music here. It makes for a really great lightweight setup. Now let's take this stand out. See, and that's pretty easy to do. Let's get you some close-ups here. You can see here, the bottom of this is sort of a smoother, it's like rubbery, felt-like pad. That's what it is, it's a pad. And this is really good to keep your music from sliding. Notoriously, what happens is if you have music on a stand and you're using this slick metal surface as your base, the music, it's too easy to shuffle off and on. Where you have a little bit of a felt or a rubbery type pad, it keeps the music or the book a lot more stable. So I like that. And then just a quick close-up of some of the parts here. This is the metal rod that fixes into a plastic base. And this is looks like a one-way rivet. In other words, you can't screw or unscrew this. It's in there for life, and it's probably going to stay there for life. At least that's the hope. And then the edges are really nice and smooth. There's no sharp cutting edges, and it's got this nice top lip here to round out the whole stand like that. All right, let's go throw this on a Nord Stage 3, and just to get an idea. All right, here's a Nord Stage 3. It's quite a bit bigger left to right, lengthwise, but this answers two questions. One, what does it look like on different size keyboards? And two, is the stand universal so that I can buy the one stand and use it against any Nord keyboard that offers a stand? And the answer to both of those is, well, that's what it looks like on the Nord Stage 3. Really looks fitting. You have a situation here where, you know, it's purpose built. The stand was meant to work with the keyboard, and versus, let's say, using a stand on its own. Now, granted, you will be paying extra to get, you know, the purpose-built stand, but you can see here how it holds plenty of music. And then you'll be in situations there where you might have, you might be accompanying, let's say, a sax player or accompanying a singer or something like that. It's nice to have, you know, your music here and then the person that's playing with you, their music there, and they can just sort of look over your shoulder, and you can use the one stand for both performers. So there it is on the Nord Stage 3. So thanks for hanging out with me on this video. Stay tuned for more, and we'll catch you on the next one.